Frank, welcome to Crystal Palace Football Club. How excited are you to get the job started?
Yeah, I'm very excited because it's a long period that I didn't manage a squad, so I'm very excited. But also I'm very excited to be a manager in the biggest league in the world, the Premier League, and also to manage a great club. And Crystal Palace is a great club. Fantastic facilities to work with, so fantastic fan base, fans. So I'm really excited to start.
What do you know about the club and the players we've got here?
Of course, did my homework, and we have a solid squad. Of course, they struggled last season, especially in the beginning with Sam Allardyce. They managed to get out of the relegation zone. So I think we have a very solid squad with some very good players, and of course Benteke may be the most famous one with Saha, the local boy, of course, who is very popular with the fans. So I think we can hopefully we try to improve, of course, what we did last year.
As you mentioned, the Premier League was a big factor. How much English football have you managed to watch over the years?
Oh yeah, and it's like in every country, you know, not only in China or in the Middle East or in Holland. You know, you can see every game in the Premier League. So also when I had the time, I always watched the Premier League. Of course, there was time that I was managing, working, that I cannot see everything, but I know the Premier League quite well.
What are the differences between Dutch football and English football?
Well, especially the intensity, I think, of the game. The problem in Holland, we have like 24-year-old in Holland is old, and a 24-year-old guy, player here in the Premier League is young. So that's the difference, and that's why the intensity is much higher, because they are more stronger, they're more skillful. So yeah, it's a higher level, but that's normal if you compare the money, but also the age difference between the leagues.
You're the 8th Dutchman to manage in the Premier League. I think you've worked with 6 of the other 7, either as a player or as a coach.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to any of them about what to expect?
No. I didn't spoke with anybody, but of course, for example, Ronald Koeman is always a good friend of mine. Guus Hiddink is my former manager. But I all have a good relationship with them. Also Van Gaal, of course. I speak. Yeah, of course I spoke with them, but not really. You know, okay, how is Crystal Palace? How is the league right now? But when I will talk to them, and that's not on regular basis, but sometimes you're in a place that he is also, and then you're going to talk about these kind of things, of course.
Because you've played and managed Ajax, you've played for Barcelona, obviously people might expect a certain style of play. Do you have a set philosophy, or does it just depend on the players?
No, not strictly, you know, that I want to play 4-3-3, 1-4-3-3, because that's famous of the Ajax Academy. And no, where I think I'm standing for is try to get to play dominant football, and you know, if we don't have the ball, we want it as quickly as possible back. And also, if you get that kind of energy, it's nice for the players, but also nice for the fans, you know, because they see, hey, a team that wants to work, they get energy from the players. So that's in both ways. It's I think works very well, and so I want to try play offensive football and dominate football, but also not to be naive, because Crystal Palace struggled last year, but you know, where 14 plays, 10 plays, 15 plays. So we have to also know what our place is. But I think we want to build on a solid team, a solid club. So hopefully we can manage that in the future.
The players are back next week. Is it a case of assessing the players you've got here first before you decide whether to dip into the transfer market?
Yeah, of course. I want to know everybody at first. That's for me very important. Of course, I have my ideas. You know, I watch the videos, of course, from the squad. So I know maybe, hey, there can maybe a player that maybe can be interesting for us. So first I want to see everybody, and then we're gonna make decisions.
One of your first games will be against Liverpool in the Asia Trophy in Hong Kong. Is it good to have a big test like that in pre-season?
I think if you want to already be ready for the Premier League on the high intensity, then it's good. Maybe I prefer normally maybe 2 games later against this kind of opponent. You know, the last 3 games that you play, or 2 games against this kind of opponent. But yeah, it's also marketing-wise. I know it's very important. It gives you a lot of exposure in the southeast, and also, you know, it gives you a lot of money probably to go there. But it's always nice to play against this kind of teams.
As you said, you work with the young players at Ajax. What experience of working with the academy there can you bring to the academy here at Crystal Palace?
I think, you know, that they have to experience that. I'm interested in the academy, that I will give young talent a chance to come in the first team or train with the first team if they are good enough, of course. And that, I think, is also a nice positive injection for the academy, that they see, hey, it's not only they buying players. No, if you are a good player, I can train with the stars from the first team, and hopefully continue to do that. So to give them a perspective I think it's very important. And when I came back from Ajax, I did the same. You know, to give that, because I think at that time with Martin Jol it was a little bit lost, that feeling, and I want that feeling also to see it here also.
So just finally, do you see this as a long-term project, the chance to grow a football club?
If it's on my case, it is. You know, I like it. You know, that we have not on short-term policy, but long-term policy. That you have really an idea. Hey, this is how we want to do it. And of course, the road is sometimes bumpy, and you want straight line to that goal that you want to go, but everybody knows that it's not that easy. Sometimes you go to the left and you want to go quickly on the right path again, but yeah, it's like that. But I think if you have a good idea with all the good people around, then we can make what I already said in the beginning, a solid squad and club out of this.